I'm Daniel.
I'm Dodie.
We're now doing the recap for intermediate lesson, week 2, which will also cover week 1 because we're just building on what we did last week. So we'll recap everything we've done in the last 2 weeks.
Cool.
We spent most of our time on the following exercise with the following 8 layers. Layer 1, you're connected in the hands, and then the lead slowly stretches away, and then the follow, upon feeling that, counterbalances. So now we have this partnership. Okay. Yeah. And so one of the ways we can increase the tension is not to lean back like that, which would be very difficult, but rather just to take our hips and then use our hips and then to get away from each other. That way it's our center of mass that is working for our benefit. So that's layer 1. And then layer 2 is posture. So before you start this exercise, roll your shoulders back, make sure your backs are straight. And then make sure your backs are roughly over your feet or your knees. Because right now my back is straight, but this is uncomfortable. Right now my back is straight, but that is also uncomfortable. And so we want to have our shoulders rolled back, nice little sitting stance, and then stretch away from each of them. That's layer 2, posture. What's layer 3? Tension in the arms?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then layer 3 is, as we stretch away, we're using our forearms and strong fingers, but see if you can relax your forearms as much as possible while still stretching away, and then in doing so, you're engaging your muscles up here. You will have to. And so when you stretch away, you can slowly sink away and really feel that stretch on the shoulder blades. Okay, and that way we're now using as much of our body as possible. And then layer 4 is once you are steady, you can bring your follow in, and then you compress. Push off, and then stretch away. Bring in, compress, push off, and then stretch away. That's layer 4. Notice that when we compress here, our forearms, once again, are as relaxed as much as possible while our shoulder muscles are engaged. Okay? And then we push off, and then stretch. That's layer 4. Layer 5 is the ability to turn the tension on and off in our arms. So right now our arms are relaxed. When we stretch away, the tension slowly builds. And then when I bring the follow in, at this moment, our arms are very loose. There's no tension in them until we start compressing, and then it gradually builds up. And then push, our arms are relaxed until we stretch away, and then the tension builds up. So that ability to go from tense, relax, tense, relax, tense, that's important. Okay? So that you're not just fighting with your follow the whole time. Tense, 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 tense. And that's going to be a little uncomfortable after a while. Layer 5. What's layer 6? Switching places.
Yes.
And then we start switching place with the follow. So lead, after you stretch away, just take the follow and then switch places. That's layer 6. Okay? Cool. And all you have to do is, once you have that stretch, bring the follow in and just step out of the way. Make this as comfortable for the follow as possible. And it doesn't matter which way the follow passes. I could have the follow pass this way as well. But the tensions in the arm should be even as much as possible. Okay? So we have that. Boom. And then boom. Okay. A really good exercise as well, a variation of this is where like this, it would be stretch away, and then the follow keeps moving. And then when the lead is ready, then you stretch away. And so the follow has to maintain that momentum until the lead stretches away, and then we stop. Okay, so that's layer 6. What's layer 7? One hand.
Yeah.
Layer 7, we added that today. Layer 7 is do layers 1 to 6 with one hand. This hand in particular. The lead's left and the follow's right. So we have stretch away, and then we have compression, and then we have stretch away, compression, stretch away, and then we have switching places, and then stretch away. Switching places, stretch away. Compression, stretch away, switch place. Okay, that's layer 7. And then layer 8 is hand to torso. Start by being stationary, and then the lead's right hand on the follow shoulder blade here, and then see if you can just stretch away like before. Have that nice stretch, good posture, and then once you're used to that, incorporate that into the stretch away, and then the stretch away, hand to torso, stretch away, hand to hand, stretch away, hand to torso. Okay. Yeah. Oh, actually, maybe it's better for you to do it this way. Stretch away, and then hand to torso. Stretch away, hand to hand. Okay. And then just put everything together, and then you can actually have a dance that way. Do it in 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's the 8th layer. Next week we will add footwork to it, and then we end it with triple step exercises. And the 3 main triple steps we did today are the simple, the regular ones, triple, 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 triple. And then from there we have what we call the out and ins. Triple, out and in, 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 out and in. And then we can go back to the regular, triple, 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 triple. And then we can now do the in and out, which is in and out, 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 in and out. And the best tip to practice that is to make sure your weight change is clear. That way you know which foot should come next. So for the out and in, it's like out and in, and all the weight is here. So your next step has to be by your left foot. Out and in, so now the next step has to be your right foot. Out and in, out and in. And then similarly you have in and out, so you have to go that way next with your left foot. In and out, in and out, in and out. And it takes a while to get used to all that footwork, but we will need it starting next week. So, all right.
Thank you.